Change, agua, soil, roots and
starlight, it's electric. Electric. I can smell the summer coming off your soul. Let me find a sign to realize it all. Yeah. I just still can't sleep, babe. Can you hear the sound of the thunder?
Rest, recuperate, get ready for tomorrow. Yes. Time to warm up. Get ready to rock.
MP said he woke up today ready to slay some dragons.
The National Basketball Association and the Los Angeles Lakers are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior such as fighting, throwing objects, attempting to enter the court or interrupt play, or improper language or gestures. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the head usher, security, or legal staff. Don't miss your chance to get a Lakers Girl t-shirt, a collector's item. All you have to do is come to our next giveaway day. All attendees will receive a shirt. See you there. Laker fans, we hope to see you on our Lakers Fan Day. The first 10,000 fans that subscribe will receive this memorable giveaway. You can take this vintage glass or some basketball cap to show who you're at shooting guard, 6'6", number 10.
Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports for the NBA. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Clippers. They're moving on up, 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
And when you look at Los Angeles, they are well beyond where we thought they'd be at this point in the season, making incredible strides and maintaining their momentum.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Max Strus is out there with Porter. And it's LeVert in at the 3 spot. And for the Lakers, down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. Austin Reeves out there with Q. And it's Reddish in at the 3, the small forward. Well, Greg, we know tonight marks the end of the year, the calendar year, but we're still in the thick of this NBA season.
No doubt, Kevin. And for teams that aren't doing as well, this is a good opportunity to reset. Leave all your troubles in last year and usher in the new one with a new mindset.
LeVert kicks to Porter. LeVert sets a screen for Porter. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Davis. Well, last season, the Cavaliers won their first playoff series since 2018. That's when LeBron was with them, Greg.
And it was their first series win without LeBron James since 1993. So it was a huge deal for the organization as they continue to take steps in the right direction.
The Lakers on offense. Q passes to Reeves. Nice D from Porter. Here's Strus. Outside Porter. Back to Strus. No good with the triple. Reeves in the corner. Takes a three. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Yeah, that's next level stuff from AD. He draws the eyes of the defense and then locates the open man.
Now here's LeVert. Defense is right there.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Q passes to Reddish. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Los Angeles shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
Taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Reddish.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Pass to Strus. Tries from 10. Connects. The jumper drops.
Well, showing off his versatility, Strus gets to his mid-range.
And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
That was a rough outing. They did a few good things, but the inconsistencies caught up to them in that one.
To be perfectly frank with you, I'm surprised it was as close as it was. I thought they were outclassed all night.
Screen by Allen. Mobley the pass to Allen. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. At the elbow, it's Reddish. Stolen by Allen. LeVert with it. Defended by Reeves. And it's LeVert missing.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
And we've seen this movie before. Davis moves with authority and attacks the rim.
Cavaliers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. At the elbow, it's Allen. And Allen slams it in.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
James, the pass to Q. And stolen by Mobley. It's LeVert on the wing. Guarded by Reddish. Pass to Porter. And here's Strus for 3. Good on the triple. Strus has got 5.
This guy is absolutely automatic. Strus's motion just so repetitive.
Here's Q. Over in the corner, Reddish. LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. Again, the Lakers.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Cavaliers. Last time they met in Cleveland.
Yeah, they dropped the last game of this matchup. Their bench wasn't able to keep up with the opposing reserves offensively.
Now here's Porter. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Clock at 4. Here's Mobley. From outside, off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Q, defended by Strus. Here's Q. It's hauled in by the Cavaliers. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game. Certainly did in that one.
You know this. Nothing gets a crowd into the game more than a bunch of missed free throws. That's one of the worst things you can do on the road.
Outside, Porter. Clock at 6. Over Reeves. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Lakers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. And the call will be against Karis LeVert. That is his first foul of the game. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Here's Q, still without a basket.
Boy, the instincts on the defensive end are impressive for Evan Mobley. The timing and footwork is outstanding.
He doesn't hit that one. Great D that time from James. And it's sent back by Allen. Now here's LeVert. He's covered closely. It's stolen by Davis. And it's the Lakers on the break. Q passes to Reddish. Here's Q. Last time 45 points for him. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Jared Allen.
Third team foul.
Lakers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Number 10. 2 shots.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. George Niang, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Both shots good from the stripe. Porter with it.
Yeah, full court, man-to-man defense here.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with J.J. Redick.
So for much of the brief time I had with him, he was talking about Evan Mobley. He said this kid is not a kid. This is a mature big man who affects all aspects of the game at both ends. But in particular, he's worried about Mobley's defensive presence and his ability to guard every position on the floor. Back to you.
Thanks, David. The Lakers with the ball. The Cavaliers making the shot. James, a screen on Strus.
Cavaliers. Porter. That's his first personal foul. The 4th team foul.
Here's Q. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint. And make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
Porter double team. It's stolen by Reddish. One-on-one here. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Q passes to Davis. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. For Cleveland, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Now here's LeVert. Guarded by Reddish. And it's LeVert missing. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Now, the very definition of unselfish. LeBron could score every time, but you see his affinity for getting his teammates involved.
Pass to LeVert. Mobley at the elbow. Now Strus. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. Porter looking it over. Pass to LeVert. Mobley sets the pick for LeVert. And the 3-ball is good.
Karis LeVert has worked diligently to make his three-point shot legitimate. Knocks that one down.
Davis with a screen on Strus. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for LeBron James.
And the past 10 games have been all about his work on the boards. He's been a different guy when it comes to rebounding. He's battling like he hadn't been earlier in the year, and it's great to see that kind of hustle.
First one falls for him. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Vanderbilt's checked in for Davis. Hachimura comes in for LeBron. Connect, he's checked in for Reddish. And it's Shake Milton in for Austin Reeves. Now here's Porter. Pass to Strus. That shot off the mark. Good work defensively by Hachimura. Here's Q. Here's Connect. Mobley with the block.
7 feet sneaking shots past Mr. Mobley is not easy. Send it back, Evan.
Now here's Milton. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Los Angeles. Los Angeles leading by 7. On the court for Cleveland. Niang out there with Wade. Then it's Sam Merrill. Then it's Isaac Okoro. And it's Allen in at the 5. Inside. Baseline jumper. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Here's Q. Pass to Davis. Rebounded by Allen. And so it's Wade. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They trail by 7. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them. Now here's Allen. 20 points for him last game against Golden State.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
And it's Davis at the elbow. Here's Q. Allen defending. Q. Cavaliers with the rebound.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
To the middle. And there's the call on James. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Wade kicks to Allen. And they double up Allen. 5 to shoot. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And pushing it out, here's Los Angeles.
And with high-level defensive intelligence, Davis times his steals perfectly.
Now Merrill. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Golden State Warriors. Now here's Okoro. He's guarded closely. Merrill passes to Allen, and Davis sends it back. Pass to Christie. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And here is Okoro. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Three-pointer, Wade. The Cavaliers again can't hit. To the left side wing. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Q. 10 points for him. James outside. 3 on the clock. From the arc. Cavaliers with the rebound.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
Pass to Okoro. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Merrill passes to Wade. Merrill with the ball. Sinks the triple. Merrill's got 5.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Davis sets a screen. Chipped away. Niang with the ball. Now guarded by Q. To the paint. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Reddish, he's checked in. Lineup change here for the Lakers. And then for Cleveland. Mobley, he's checked in for Jared Allen. And Strus is subbed in for Okoro. So it's the Cavaliers now. LeVert with it. And Hachimura picks him up defensively. Back to Mobley. Porter kicks to Niang. Strus in the corner. Pass to Mobley. Just 5 on the clock. The rebound by Q. Lakers trail by 11. Down low, it's deflected. And here is Milton. Over to the left wing. Hachimura finds Milton. Here's Q. And again, the Lakers no good.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
Another thing they're doing right out of the gates tonight, applying a ton of defensive pressure.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The Cavaliers leading by 10. There's 37 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Mobley. Back to Strus. Mobley outside for the 3. Hachimura grabs the miss. Hachimura's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Q. Tries again. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Strus passes to Mobley. 3-pointer. Not gonna go that time. And so it's Cleveland with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We come back right after this.
Welcome, everybody. Let's get right to it. It's been nothing short of a tremendous challenge for the Los Angeles Lakers.
You're not going to win many games shooting under 30% from 3. If they want to climb back into it, they've got to focus on getting easier looks there.
And how about we move it on over for a preview of who we might be seeing. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. Lakers trail by 10. Down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. Austin Reeves out there with Q. And it's Reddish in at the 3. That's the Laker 5.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way
to get back in the game.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Hugh, in their last matchup against the Kings, was all business. He scored 45 points and made everyone around him better with his passing, with a whole lot of assists. He was remarkable in that game. It's not often you see a player that dominant, and I'm sure he wants to keep it going. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort. On that end of the floor.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. 13 feet away. Hughes' shot is off.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Here's Allen. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And stolen by Mobley. Reddish with the double team. Strus passes to Allen. That one misses. Great D that time from Davis. Porter with the steal. Porter double team. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
LeVert with the wide open look. Gets the three-pointer to fall. LeVert's got 12.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Pass to Davis. Now Reddish. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
Lakers trail by 15. Hugh passes to Davis. Here's Q. Allen defending. That 3 off the mark. And so LeVert will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
And one area where they haven't struggled has been transition.
Yeah, they've had less success when they allow the defense to get set. That's why they want to keep pushing the pace.
Mobley outside. Mobley double teamed. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Q. 14 points for him. LeBron outside. Reeves outside. 6 to shoot. Stolen by LeVert. To the inside. It's stolen by Davis. And here comes the break. The finish. Mobley with the block.
And this is why you gotta be excited about Mobley. Already a special and versatile defender. And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
He's knocked down 3/4 of his foul shots this season, so he's right around 75%.
And he makes the first. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Doris, why is there so much parity around the NBA now?
Yeah, Kevin, I think the new salary cap rules have certainly contributed to what we're seeing in terms of that parity. Super teams are more difficult to assemble. The talent is more evenly spread. And obviously, it has made for a greater level of competition. What could be better? You know what? That's all about hustle and a nose for the basketball. Tremendous job on the offensive glass by Jared Allen.
And how is the West shaping up, guys? Well, let's take a moment here to check it out now that the mid-season grind is well underway. Look at the Lakers. Right now, they've been able to gather the 8th best record in the conference as the latter part of the season approaches.
You know, for Los Angeles, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
Mobley looking it over. The wide open shot from Strus. And it's off from three-point range. Q passes to James. Smooth finish inside by LeBron.
It's trouble. I mean, if LeBron James is in the painted area, everybody's got to be prepared to contest. This guy too good in there.
LeVert with it. He's got 12. Pass to Porter. Here's Allen. The three from Strus. Hits the three-point bomb. Strus has got 7 now in this quarter.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
The kick out to LeBron. Reeves outside. Here's Q. 14 points for him. Fires from deep. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from LeBron. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. It's LeVert on the wing. Over Reddish. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Mobley with the block.
This guy cannot get started, and the offense overall has been a struggle because of it.
It's LeVert on the wing. Lobbed up there for Allen, and slam dunk by Allen.
Oh my goodness, Jared Allen catch a body on the way to the cup.
Lakers trail by 15. And last season, Max Strus hit that ridiculous 59-footer. Remember that, Doris? That was to beat the Mavericks.
How could we forget that shot, Kevin? It was the second longest game-winning buzzer beater in league history. And what gets overlooked, Strus was 5 for 5 from deep in the last few minutes of that game.
Mobley outside. Back to Strus. Buries it from three-point range. Strus has got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Cavs. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. It's an 18-point game. Hughes' shot is off.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
LeVert with it. Defended by Reeves. And he makes that one. Strus has got 12 points now in the quarter.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Here's Q. Banked in off the glass. 16 points for Q.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
The Cavaliers leading by 18. Now here's LeVert. He's got 14. Allen dishes to Mobley. Off target with his 3.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing far.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And here are the Cavaliers now. Now LeVert. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Allen kicks to Mobley. Pass to Porter. For 3. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Austin Reeves went undrafted, but his success comes as no surprise to him. He says, "I've always felt like I belonged." It goes back to childhood. His mom once asked him, "Is this confidence or cockiness?" He told her, "You're basically kind of the same thing." Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank you. Here's Q. LeVert defending. Reeves the pass to Q. Pass to Davis. Here's Q. LeVert defending. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots it up. Again, the Lakers.
And over the course of his career, Davis has become a much better shooter.
And here's Porter. 6 points for him. And finished off by Porter.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Q passes to Davis. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's Q. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's on Karis LeVert. Some changes for the Lakers. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Anthony Davis. Hachimura comes in for Reddish. And it's Connect in for Austin Reeves. Then for the Cavaliers, George Niang, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Wade comes in for Karis LeVert. And it's Sam Merrill in for Porter.
Now we get a chance to check in on Evan Mobley. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. Putting up about 18 points per, 11 rebounds, and 5 assists. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch, someone the other players look up to.
Merrill with the ball. 5 points in the game. Wade on the wing. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home. And Finney-Smith gets it to go.
That's what you call using your body. Playing a little bully basketball is Dorian Finney-Smith.
The Cavaliers leading by 14. Here's Merrill. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Merrill's got 7 points. Here's Q. He's defended by Merrill.
2 minutes remaining.
Q passes to Finney-Smith. Shot clock at 6. Hachimura with a screen on Mobley. Here's Q. Good D by Mobley.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
To the second personal foul. Third team foul.
.137 left in the third quarter. And it's been a tough game for him offensively. Lakers trail by 16. Vanderbilt kicks to Hachimura. Here's Q. 19 points in the game. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mobley. A minute 20 left in the third quarter of the game.
Evan Mobley. That's his second personal foul. Third team foul.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Cavaliers?
Number 10.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity, forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
Wade, right side, down low. And there's Mobley, and that's good on the assist by Wade. Mobley's got 10.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Q. Pass to connect. And again, the Lakers no good.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger. They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Doris, you can just see in Isaac Okoro the confidence he's gained since his rookie year.
Kevin, he's always had tremendous confidence on the defensive end. I mean, he's a lockdown defender at multiple positions. What you're seeing develop is more belief in his jump shot. And that confidence comes because he's been willing to put in the work. I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
The Cavaliers leading by 18. Okoro passes to Merrill. Wade has the open look. His three-pointer's off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's Q. Pass to Finney-Smith. Connect with it. In the corner, Vanderbilt with it. 3 seconds left. No good on the layup. And so it's Max Strus making things happen for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He's been a major threat from three-point range. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Now Merrill. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got Jared Allen. Wade out there with George Niang. Then it's Sam Merrill. And it's Okoro in at the two-guard spot.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up.
Aston Niang, back to Okoro. To the paint. He's looking for Merrill and finds him. That one goes in.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Q, covered by Okoro. Q's shot is off.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
And that's a welcome sign for sure. Hachimura demonstrating a willingness to want to improve as a defender.
Screen by James. And the Lakers with another miss. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Pass to Okoro. Back to Merrill. Cleveland moving the ball around. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Los Angeles making a switch here. Reddish is checked in.
Your Lakers, number 5.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. LeBron passes to Reeves. Here's Q, covered by Okoro. Shot clock at 5. Here's Q. And the Lakers with another miss.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Here's Merrill. The basket good off the assist from Wade. Merrill's got 11 in the second half.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Q. Pass to Davis. Here's Q. Can they get it? And it's Anthony Davis with the three.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And Davis sends it back.
At this point, finding blocks comes naturally for AD. He's just in.
Substitution here for the Lakers. Vanderbilt's checked in for Anthony Davis. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for LeBron. Connect, he's checked in for Reddish. And it's Q in for Christie. And it's Merrill, top of the key. Pass to Tyson. The three. Vanderbilt with the rebound. LA has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. He had a nice open look right there.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Merrill with the ball. Now here's Okoro. Now Niang. Finney-Smith defending. Niang, no good. The Lakers shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Finney-Smith can't get it to go. Now Cleveland shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. And here is Okoro. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Here's Q, and he banks in the layup. Q's got 22 points.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
Merrill passes to Okoro. Misses the three.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Here's Q. Here's Finney-Smith. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Aston Niang. 1:44 left in the game. From outside the arc, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. Now connect. Here's Q. And so often we'll hear talk about how many rings a great player has. Doris, do we emphasize that maybe too much?
I think, Kevin, first and foremost, a great player is great no matter what. This is a team sport, and a player doesn't have control necessarily of the parts and pieces behind him or the organization within which he's trying to succeed. Titles matter, certainly, there's no question, and it's great fodder for fans, but it's not how I define a great player.
Inside. Pass to connect. 4 on the clock. Here's Q, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Cleveland ball.
Christie, he's checked in for Connect. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Okoro passes to Niang. Pass to Merrill. Screen by Niang. Now Okoro, clock at 6. He's looking for Niang and finds him. Here's Merrill. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Here's Q, covered by Okoro. Q's shot is off. Merrill with the ball. To the middle. Out to Thompson. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
Sorry, man. Tough game tonight.